Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the top of the bleachers. It is November 27th, 2024, and we are here early in the day. Earlier than normal because we got stuff to do this evening. I'm headed out of town. But we're here to talk about some stuff and hang out for a little bit. Before we do, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for us. Be sure and join our Discord.
Join the Discord.
There's an invite in the description. Come join us, hang out with us, talk some ball. I'm trying to grow the community. Tuck, happy Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, man, this is a Wing It Wednesday. We just, we figured that was appropriate. Turkey Cut Day coming up.
That's right. Wing It Wednesday.
What is it that you look forward to the most on Thanksgiving Day? I know what it is this year.
Yeah, this year's a little different.
This year's a little different.
Most of the time, it's the football that's going to be on, and the big meal and the turkey. I don't always get together with my family on Thanksgiving Day. Like I know a lot of families, it's Thanksgiving Day you get together. Like lots of times, my family, we meet up on Saturday or Sunday or something after Thanksgiving. I don't know why that is. I think because when you have kids and you're divorced, sometimes you have to split that day, or you don't get that day. So I think just over time, it just kind of this is how our family does it. So
I'm not sure that's like I'll end up going to 2 Thanksgivings this year. I'll end up going to Little Rock to have Thanksgiving with my brother, and then I'll end up going to Northeast Arkansas and having another Thanksgiving dinner with Lacey's family, and then that's I end up with 2 Thanksgivings, but they always do theirs on Saturday. My family has always done, ever since I was a kid, the Scarboroughs always did it on Thanksgiving Day. Yeah. You don't have Thanksgiving any other day. You have it on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, that's the way my grandma was.
Yeah. So I end up with 2 Thanksgivings, so I'm thankful for that. I'm very thankful that I end up with 2 Thanksgiving.
Well,
and both of them have good cooks, so the food is always good.
Wow.
And then I have a friend. He's doing 4 Thanksgivings this year. 4 Thanksgivings.
I started to say my wife number 2, no name. We will not mention the name to be named. Between my family and her family, we make it like a 4-day road trip, and it'd be multiple dinners each day. We'd go here and for lunch. We'd go there for dinner that evening. Then we'd travel. We'd spend the night maybe, and the next day we'd travel to the next place and have lunch, and then we'd travel to the next place and have dinner. Like it was a lot of traveling, a lot of eating.
But I think a lot of people do it on that Saturday too, because like my mom's family, they tended. When I was a kid, we would have Thanksgiving with the Scarboroughs, and then we would do a Thanksgiving with my mom's parents, and it was always on a Saturday. And I think it was because they were farmers, and you don't take off a day in the middle of the week to have some special dinner or whatever. You got to keep farming. So
I don't know if farmers get a day off at all. So
yeah, exactly.
They were dairy farmers too, right?
Yeah, they were dairy farmers.
They get no day off.
Dairy farmers, and some of the family was row croppers, and some of the family was, doing this. Some of the family was, they were all. It's life, man. When you're blue collar, it's hard to take off in the middle of the week. Hard to take off.
And I know he's truck driving. It was hit or miss too, if you can make a holiday or not. So.
Yeah, I missed a lot of holidays driving over the road. I do not miss that job. I romanticized that job when I was a kid. I saw Smokey and the Bandit and BJ and the Bear, and I wanted to be a truck driver. And then it's nothing like BJ and the Bear and Smokey and the Bandit.
No. Well, that running from the cops all the time part kind of is, but not because you're doing anything illegal. You could just be minding your own dang business.
Dude, that was I was
Uh,
about that the other day. I was thinking about that the other day. You you have actually had a gun pulled on you
no.
twice. Yeah. The first time was
What?
in Mountain Home. You mooned a guy in the back of a pickup truck, and he pulled up. He pulled up beside us and pulled a gun.
I don't remember that.
Yes, you did, dude.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I should have
Yeah.
mooned him back.
No, you were the mooner.
I know. I should have mooned him again.
No, you came back to McDonald's because I was sitting at McDonald's. You had ran off. I think you were in the back of Daniel Floyd's pickup truck. You
Yeah.
were riding around. You did this. You know, we had the loop in Mountain Home that you did. You
Yeah.
ran off, and I sat there at McDonald's. I was talking to somebody, and then you come back by, and you was like, "This dude pulled a gun on us." And I was like, "What?"
That's crazy. How do I not remember that? That's wild.
And then you had the cop pull the gun on you when he thought you were running from him in an 18-wheeler. Which I got
Yeah.
news for you, officer. If I'm
rush hour.
running from you in an 18-wheeler during rush hour, there's going to be cars strode all over the place back there, man.
And by the way, you're not going to catch me for like 600 miles till I run out of gas anyway. So I mean, you're not catching me, dude. You catching me, but you're not going to catch me.
That
That
guy was like, I don't know. He must have been like second day on the job, or
no man.
I don't know.
Officer Louise, man, that mofo,
That dude was crazy.
dude. Rush hour traffic in Little Rock.
Yeah. Pulls over an 18-wheeler.
I've been chasing you since wherever. Well, I don't even know where he said. Back in Roosevelt or somewhere.
I was on the phone with you. Okay.
I was like, bro, I'm not running. I'm doing 50 mile an hour. What do you mean running? You know what I mean? Like in rush hour traffic here.
Yeah.
Like, you lucky I don't put a cap in your ass for driving down the road. Okay.
You're lucky.
You got any drugs or guns in there? Yeah, I'm drug running, buddy. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to make it home. It's Friday. Would you leave me alone?
Yeah.
By the way, I quit and I didn't drive again.
Was that the last time?
That was for a long time. I didn't drive for a long time. I quit.
That guy scarred you, didn't he?
Oh yeah, it's damaged.
You got a good lawsuit against Little Rock. I was on the phone with you, and you were like, "Oh, dude, I got to go. I'm getting pulled over."
Yeah.
And then somebody called me. Somebody called me and said, "Now I'm driving a truck too. I think I was like in North Carolina or something." And
you guys were home.
No,
I don't remember.
Or maybe I was on my way home. I don't remember. And freaking somebody calls me and says, "I think I just saw Jason handcuffed on the side of the road." And I was like, "He just told me he was getting pulled over. What's going on?" And then I couldn't get a hold of you for a while. You had me nervous, dude. You had me nervous big time.
Yeah, well,
I thought they had caught our I thought they had caught us in our illegal whatever we were doing. You know, I don't know. The guy pulled a gun on you. That's crazy, man.
I know, man. I've seen some stuff in my life. I should write a book. I can't remember any of it. Like, I'm sure there's been some other stuff happen like that. I just don't remember it. That's something you should remember: a gun being pulled on you.
I've never.
That's the third time.
It's never happened to me. The third time.
That's the third time.
Oh,
actually.
All right.
Another time I was 13, and it was like 10 police officers all pulled guns on me.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right.
And
that's a story that I.
And I asked if I could go pee, and they freaked out like I was. I mean, I was big for 13. They must have thought I was grown. They must have thought I was a grown man. You know, I was 13 though. You know what I mean? They thought I was grown. Bro, they were not nice. They were not nice to me at all. like you should treat a child.
That doesn't
I
surprise me, man.
I was a child. They didn't treat me that way. Anyway, we left on our own accord that day
That's good.
with a whole
All three,
load full of stuff.
all three, all three of those situations, you walked away without, anything happening. So that's
That's
good.
true. This is true.
That's
That's
good.
true. That's crazy. But yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff happens.
If third time's a charm, man, what is fourth? What is
I
fourth?
don't know. I don't want nothing to do with that no more, man. I don't want nothing to do with that. But yeah, it's happened. Saw a guy die right in front of me before. That was pretty wild too.
Yeah, had a dump truck like wreck right in front of you, and the guy like
Yeah,
died in your arm, didn't he?
the dude right in front of me. I wasn't holding the dude. He wasn't holding him or nothing. But yeah, he was just sitting there, like holding his head, and he's kind of like, oh, like he was hurt, and then he just kind of slumped over and kind of just rolled right over into the grass, and that's it. They couldn't wake him up. I was like, holy shnikes. Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
that's pretty wild. Yeah, people dying and stuff right in front of you is pretty crazy.
This is not, and I'm putting this on my list. I'm thankful. Stuff like this does not happen to me.
Oh, I know. I think that's why I think about stuff like that sometimes because I'm like, I don't want that to happen. I don't want to be the guy that finds the bodies or like that's not what I don't want to be that guy, but I feel like I probably will be.
Well, there always needs to be that guy. Like if you're ever watching CSI or Bones or just any of those shows, somebody always has to stumble upon the dead body
It's probably me. It's
before the
probably me.
crime. The great thing is that in most of those situations, the people that find the body have nothing to do with like the crime itself. They're always eliminated really quick as suspects,
Oh, you know me.
Every once in a while it comes back and bites the cops in the butt, but not very often. On the TV shows anyway. Did you freeze up?
Oh, that was my internet that time.
Oh, I was about to say that was crazy.
Connection is unstable, it says.
Mm.
I don't know.
It doesn't like what we're talking about.
Probably not.
Orange man bad. Orange man bad.
Don't bring up guns. They're dying.
I think drugs.
Drugs was about it. Yeah.
Let's see how many words we can come up with.
By golly, it's only 9:30 in the morning. I mean, we're just getting started here.
Yeah, right.
It's early.
I don't think we've talked about sports yet.
I know. Well, there was some good sports. I got.
I couldn't make it through the late game. I don't know what happened in the late game. North Carolina, Auburn. I don't know what happened.
I think I got a slide on that.
Okay.
Let me see.
The Kansas game was wild, man. Kid gets kicked out for kicking a kid in the face.
Yeah, I saw that. The heck,
And
Hunter?
Kansas, and that's one of his best players, and they end up pulling it out anyway. So that's pretty good. Dan Hurley made an ass of himself, pretty much. I think he does every time he gets on the court, but apparently he did too much this time, and that's all they can talk about. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Throw it up.
Yeah, there was some good. Okay. We can just get started here. Heck with it. First thing, I got a couple different stories, so I got just some. Hey, we're winging it, right?
Yeah, winging it.
First thing I saw, look at this. The top of the Bleachers tweeted this out.
Yeah, I saw this, man. This is
what Jerry says. Not crazy.
Jerry is crazy. Okay.
Whoops, I didn't read the whole thing. Not crazy that McCarthy may be extended.
No, but when a crazy person says not crazy, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so
this is true.
No,
how do you feel about this? You want him to come back, or are you ready for a change?
I
feel like he might have lost the team at this point.
Man, I feel like no matter what we do, we're in a bad situation. Okay. McCarthy didn't really produce this year, but it's no guarantee that the next guy in is going to, and he's probably going to have to build the team. We got a bunch of overpaid guys. One of them got to come back from surgery.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know, dude. I don't know. This could be a totally different team next year, or this could be the same old that we've had for the last 4 years. So I don't know, man. I like McCarthy. I think he's aggressive. I like that he'll go for it on fourth down. I like that he's not, you know, it bites him in the butt a lot because his players don't come through for him, but that's not really his, I don't know. Maybe it is his fault. I have no idea, dude. I like McCarthy. I think he did a good job in Green Bay. I think he's done a decent job with the Cowboys, considering that he only had 1 year there where he had everybody healthy and everything going his way. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not Jerry. I'm sure Jerry will find a way to screw all this up. So just leave it to him.
Very possible. Yeah, I don't know.
My only hope for the Cowboys, and this is really sad, and I don't wish it upon him or anything like that, but the only hope that I have for the Cowboys is that I will outlive Jerry Jones and somebody else will have reins of the Cowboys and will do a better job. That's my hope for the Cowboys right now.
All right. Yeah, I think.
But I'm thankful for that win last week. Don't put that on my list. I'm thankful for that win last week against Washington.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know about a change. Like it's the same thing with Arkansas. Like, who would you get? You know what I mean? Like, who's?
I mean, if you could get a Bill Belichick, or you could get, but you got to understand, even if you get Bill Belichick, he's got to come in and get his players that he wants and all that stuff. So I mean, it's gonna. And Bill didn't even like. I don't think he would work with Jerry very well because Jerry likes to stick his nose in everything. So I don't know.
I don't know. Bill might be the only person he listens to.
Maybe since he's won so many championships, maybe.
I don't know. He worked with Parcells, right, for a little while.
Bill, yeah,
So that's sort of the same.
He comes from Parcells' coaching tree, I think.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, and then I saw this. Did you hear about this? Baker Mayfield suing his dad's company. Did you hear about this?
No.
So apparently, some funds up to $12 million
have gone missing.
Was transferred out of his personal account, him and his wife's personal account.
Okay.
And a subsidiary company of his dad's company took the money, was taking the money and paying operating expenses and paying employee salaries and paying all this stuff with the money. And with Baker not getting anything, not an investment in the company, they were just doing that with his money. And so he sued him.
I have a couple of different questions.
And they were supposed to start paying him in September. They've not paid $1. They've not opened up their books like they've not done anything that they were supposed to do back in September. So now he's suing them.
I find it crazy that his dad had access to his personal account.
I'm not sure if it was his dad. Like, it's his dad's company. You know what I mean?
Somebody had to have access to your personal account, and that right there should be, a criminal offense right there if they come in and take money that you're unaware of.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see.
I had a scammer get me one time for $2,500 out of my checking account. Oh my gosh, I've never been so mad in my entire life. It's like, apparently you're smart enough to do something like this, so go get a real freaking job and leave my money alone.
Yeah, I know. It alleges that Camwood Capital Management Group and its subsidiaries obtained $12 million from the Mayfields between 2018 and 2021 without their knowledge or consent.
How?
His father is listed as the founder and senior managing director at Camwood Capital, and Baker's brother, Matt, is listed at Camwood Capital's managing director. It says it was transferred from their personal accounts to the Team BRM. I don't know what this is. Accounts. It's a subsidiary of this Camwood Capital. And then the assets were distributed and used by Camwood to pay general operation expenses. It doesn't say how they stole it.
That's crazy. They didn't use the word steal. They used the word obtained.
Oh, yeah, I know, but they stole it.
That's crazy. How would they obtain the money if Baker's not listed as any, or it doesn't have anything to do with the company? Like how did you obtain this money?
I see. So they settled in January, and Camwood's supposed to pay this $12 million back plus interest starting on September 30th, and we're now November 27th. They've not paid a single dime. They've not done anything that they said they were going to do. They haven't done anything. So that's why he's suing them.
Well, I hate to see money come between family members. I hope that this makes for a very awkward Thanksgiving at the Baker household.
Yeah, I don't know if it was his. Like, I don't know. Like, they're not saying his dad stole it necessarily.
Well, even if his dad didn't steal it, I mean, it's his dad's part of the company. I mean, it's still
like, how would they get access to his personal?
I have no idea. Why you got $12 million sitting in your personal account anyway?
Well, okay, I know why. Because this management group is probably a financial management company. So they probably hold his money. They probably hold a lot of money for a lot of different people. Because
if I was one of these other people that they manage money for, I think I'd be looking into my accounts pretty daggum close.
Shit, ain't no kidding.
Because if they'll do it to Baker, why wouldn't they do it to somebody else?
True. Let's see. Then I saw, Mag Brown got the hook.
Yeah.
Oh, Mac Brown. I forget he's coaching sometimes.
Well, it's because he coaches North Carolina.
In my mind, he retired from Texas. That's all I can remember.
North Carolina. Well, this is his second stop. Wasn't he somewhere else before North Carolina?
I don't know.
He was
I don't think so.
He wasn't at like Tulane or somewhere like that, or
I don't remember. I don't think so. I thought he was doing ESPN stuff. He was like in the commentating and analyzing. Yeah, I know.
This is probably your next Arkansas coach right here. They probably fire Sam Pittman and bring in Mac.
Man, why you say such things as that?
Because that's the kind of stupidity that I live around. And that is just the kind of lateral move that the Razorbacks would make. Go from I don't want to call him mediocre, but he's definitely not, top tier, to, I wouldn't call him mediocre, but he's definitely not top tier.
All right, well, let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah, the official ESPN released their official top 12 team college football bracket projection.
Yeah, can you believe they put Boise State in there?
I know. They have all the same teams I got in there.
I think I had.
They got them ranked different. But
I didn't have Boise. I didn't have Boise in the 12 at all.
I had them number 12. Let's see, they've got Arizona State.
I gotta find that.
We both have Arizona State winning the Big 12.
Dude,
they've got Boise State winning the Big 12.
No way. Arizona State about to win the Big 12, brother. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, you got me on the bandwagon with him.
Dude, I'm telling you, Scattaboo, I don't know how he's I don't know
Oh,
how he's
oh,
not on the Heisman list, man.
I started to call him. I started to call him Jimmy Chipwood. I couldn't remember his name.
Scattaboo.
Scattaboo. Anyway, here's your rankings.
It's like Rob Dedeaux, man. Because of me, you now know of Scattaboo and Rob Dedeaux. All right.
Famous USC head coach, right?
Hell of a famous USC head coach that nobody ever talks about.
Baseball.
When they talk about the GOATs, they never talk about Rob Dedeaux. Just look up his numbers sometime, people. You're going to be shocked. Shocked.
Rod Dedeaux.
Rod Dedeaux.
Anyway, some interesting stuff here. I think this is actually, let me pull up my 12. I'm pretty sure this is the same exact 12 I've got. Arizona State, Notre Dame, Miami, Indiana, Georgia, Tennessee. Yeah. They just got them ranked differently than I do. Same 12, though.
Okay, I got
ESPN
Oregon, Texas, ASU, SMU. The only one that I don't have is I have BYU in and
Boise out.
Boise out. I don't know, though. I don't know. Maybe not.
See, ESPN thinks they're so smart. Pff, look at us, man. Look at us.
Well, it just proves that any moron can make out a bracket.
Yeah. Okay? I mean, come on, bro.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I'll work for less money than Stephen A. Smith does. I guarantee that.
You dadgum right, I will. I'll take half. I take half.
Shit.
I take a 10%, probably what he makes. Let's see. Then last night we had some of the NBA Cup games. Well, I guess all the games on last night were NBA Cup games. So here's your winners from last night. Rockets won in overtime.
See, I saw a thing the other day that said that the Lakers had not been beat in a cup game. And here you go. Somebody jinxed them.
Yeah, not till last night.
Somebody jinxed them. Man, Spurs scored 128. That gum. Any defense played in that game?
Didn't look like it.
Everybody scored in the hundreds. When I was a kid, this was an odd thing to see a team score 100 points. It was odd. And it wasn't because the teams weren't talented enough to score 100 points. It was because they played freaking defense.
Yeah, I think Orlando's like number 2 or 4 in the league or something like that. And I think they're giving up 102 or something like that.
Oh, my gosh.
Something like that.
It's also the amount of shots that they get up to, man.
Something like that. I forget what the stats are. But anyway, there's your NBA Cup. Here's your NBA schedule for tonight, if you're interested in that, which I'm not because there are so many college basketball games on today, bro. Like, so many. I couldn't even fit it on one slide, matter of fact. But if you're interested, Orlando plays tonight. I'm a little interested in that one, of course. See what else we got. New York and Dallas. Lakers and the Spurs. That should be pretty good. Oklahoma and Golden State. That should be pretty good. So there's a few good games on there if anybody's interested. I know you're not an NBA guy just yet.
How can no, I have to be out of everything else to get into the NBA.
They don't go out of everything else. What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
it never ends. It never ends.
Yeah. To me, basketball is, especially NBA, is a summertime thing. It's a
summertime.
It's a spring summertime thing, man.
Holy smokes, that's that's playoffs starting the spring.
Exactly. That's when it starts to get good, bro.
Nah.
Besides, I got so much, and once college basketball starts up, and then college baseball starts up, and then you want me to keep up with the NBA too? Dadgum, man.
Hey, I tried to tell you we need to narrow it down anyway. If you want to narrow it down, we'll narrow it down. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot to cover.
Yeah, but I mean, then we get to the middle of summer and there's nothing to talk about except NBA and hockey. We got lucky this year because we had the Olympics. We got to have things to talk about we got to keep the NBA. What are we going to talk about? Major League Baseball? Neither one of us watches that.
Yeah. NBA recruiting, transfer portal, football stuff will be. It's hard for me to get into football early summer. It's hard for me.
I don't know.
I
There
don't
are
know.
guys
Let's see.
that Mel
Eh,
Kiper guy, he gets into it as soon as it's over, man. You
oh
do
yeah,
have the
definitely.
draft and stuff like that happening.
So there's your NBA anyway, and then last night, so UConn lost again.
Yeah.
Just want to talk about this for just a second, and I'll show
Okay.
another slide with all the other games. But this one game particularly,
Okay.
it's not that they're playing bad. It's not that they're just like they suck.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had lost to Memphis in overtime. They lost this one, like 2 points last, little bit of the game. But the point is that they're not beating everybody by 30. I don't think they're going to repeat at this point, but we'll see.
Watched a couple of guys talking about this morning while I was taking my morning constitutional. I was watching a couple of guys talk about this, and well, there's a rumor going around that Dan Hurley dropped this one on purpose.
Oh hell! Yeah. Stop it!
Because it's better to drop one in November than
Stop it. Ain't nobody dropping no games on purpose.
My takeaway from this ball game is that Dan Hurley needs anger management courses, and UConn needs to take a serious look at him and have a serious conversation with him. Like, I understand Bobby Knight coaching. I do. All right. I get it. You're passionate. You want the best out of your team. You think discipline is the way to go with that. I understand. But dude, you look like a total ass. You look like a big old baby. Like you can't handle defeat. Okay? Yep. You learn more in life from games that you lose than games that you win. Okay? I don't know if Dan Hurley ever learned that or not, but it's the truth. Okay. Take your lumps like a man and quit being such a wuss about everything. All right. Take your cue from Hugh Freeze. Nobody wants to listen to you complain. Nobody cares about you complaining. Everybody's got it rough. Everybody plays with the same basketball. Just take your lumps, act like a man, and show your team what it's like to be a sportsman when you lose, not a big freaking crybaby. Okay? That's how I feel about it. I'm not saying he's not a good coach. I'm not saying he can't coach basketball. I'm saying he's got anger management problems. And if it was a player on his team that was acting like this, then, they'd make a big deal about it. They'd want him to seek counseling and all this stuff. I'm saying that, man, he probably needs to go look at counseling.
Probably. He gets a little too irate.
It's ridiculous. It's over the top. It's a
like
game.
If I was a ref, I don't know that I'd even feel safe the way he acts. You know what I mean? Like I would just feel.
I've already decided if I'm a ref, I'm going to have a conversation with him before the whistle goes up, and I'm going to say, the first time you get aggressive with me, I'm going to tee you up. And if you get aggressive with me later on, I'll send you to the locker room, and I got no problem doing it. That's what I would tell him at the beginning of the ball game.
I would too.
You can talk to your players. You can yell at them all you want.
You can even talk to me. You can complain all you want to, but don't be irate calling me trash. You're a joke. You're like name calling. No, bro. If you want to complain about the call, like, hey, you missed that call, whatever. That's fine.
With me as a referee, it would all depend on how you approach me. But I'm going to let Dan Hurley, I would have let Bobby Knight know back in the day, dude, I'll toss your butt out of here. I don't give a crap. it makes no difference to me whether your team wins or loses. I will toss your butt out of here quicker than we won't make it through 5 minutes of the first half, and your butt will be sitting in the locker room.
I know, no Hurley. Anyway,
I
there were some
just
other games on last night that were good too. Um, Oregon beat Texas A&M. Kansas ended up winning that game against Duke, even though Hunter Dickinson got kicked out of the game for the flagrant foul thing. It's like
so
kick
Auburn did beat North Carolina. North
Auburn
Carolina, yeah,
last
North
night.
Carolina got down early. They were down like 23-8 or something like that. And North
Yeah,
Carolina came back and made a ball game of it. And then at half, I was like, "Dadgum, guys, it's too late. I gotta go to bed."
yeah, and Alabama just keeps playing these crazy good teams, and they keep winning. So the only one they lost to so far, I think, is Purdue,
Good.
and Purdue's good too. But Alabama's the teams they're playing over the next couple weeks are crazy.
This time of year, I like to see SEC teams win because they're not playing me. We get into SEC play, and I'd be like, "Oh, come on, Bama needs to lose a couple or something like that." But right now, I like seeing the SEC win ball games.
Yeah, well, Auburn and Alabama are freaking good, man. Both of them are.
Well, they're
Auburn,
almost
Auburn's better than I thought they were, to be honest.
they're almost the same team, Auburn, aren't they, from last year? I mean, they still got that. I think they returned quite a few, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They did. They're almost the same exact team. They got a couple
Yeah.
freshmen in, and then Alabama same way. They just reloaded out. They got a couple guys out of the portal. They got a couple freshmen. They're freaking loaded too. They're both of them are loaded. So, and then let me see. I think I got schedules for. So there's so many games in each conference that I just had to do a slide for each conference. So
Okay.
here's your ACC games. Of course, they're playing other teams in the not in the. It's like Indiana's in the Big Ten, right? So, but Louisville, it's going to play Indiana, Michigan State, North Carolina. Should be a good one. Notre Dame and Houston. I don't know. Notre Dame, I saw their record's pretty good, but they're usually not very good in basketball. But they got to
North
play
Carolina,
Houston.
Michigan State.
Yeah,
Probably
that
a
should
good
be a good
game.
one. Yeah, that one's at
What about
8:30.
what do you know about Notre Dame this year? Any good?
That's what
They
I was
used
saying.
to,
I think I saw they had a pretty good record, but they're usually not very good in basketball.
they've had a few years where they've made the tourney and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, they're usually not very good.
Mm.
And then Big 12 games. This is just for tonight, Gonzaga, West Virginia should be pretty good. Iowa State, Colorado. Colorado just upset UConn, so that
Arkansas
should be a good
State
one.
going to play Cincinnati, huh?
Or no, Alabama State.
Oh, dang! I read that wrong. My bad. It's early, man. My eyes are
You're good. It's kind of small a little bit too.
still glued together.
And then let's see, and then that Notre Dame Houston game again as well. But so that's your Big 12 games.
All
So some
right.
good games, some decent games there. Big 10 games. Oregon, San Diego State should be a good one. Michigan, Xavier. Michigan's not ranked. That's kind of surprising. Michigan, Xavier should be a pretty good game.
Xavier is ranked.
Michigan's not ranked and they're favored. What the?
Yeah,
What the?
and Xavier is ranked.
That's crazy. Xavier's pretty good too, though. I know they're pretty good. So that should be a good game. And then Michigan State, North Carolina, Rutgers, Alabama. If you don't get a chance to watch Rutgers, man, you should check them out because they've got two of the top 5 freshmen that came in this year. One of them's Dylan Harper, who's Ron Harper's kid, and the other one's this guy named Ace Bailey, who's projected number 1, number 2 pick. They're both really good, though. But if you get a chance, you should watch them. They're pretty good. Of course, they're playing Alabama. So there's your Big 10 games.
They don't tip off till 9 o'clock.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. Yep.
Yeah, God, dude. All right, I'll get to watch the first half of that probably. Pass out.
I don't know how many games I'm going to get to watch tonight, bro, because we're going to be traveling and then get to the room and then we're going to go try and find some barbecue. And yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to get to watch tonight. But and then you got your SEC games tonight. Auburn, Memphis is going to be excellent. That should be a good one. I think Providence is not that bad, to be honest with you. That Oklahoma Providence game might be okay.
All
A&M
these
and Creighton, that looks pretty good.
Missouri and Linderwood, that's probably not.
Creighton has lost 2 in a row, man. I think they're losing steam here. Anyway, there's your games for your college basketball games. Anything else, bro?
No. No.
I don't have nothing else, so
No
shave November. We're still in it to win it. And Tuck hit me with the knowledge yesterday. Hold on. We're raising awareness for prostate cancer. And we had this discussion about how they check for your prostate. So the at-home thing I was talking about was for your colon.
Which colon cancer is a bad thing too. So we didn't give you we gave you wrong information, not bad information. Now,
so you basically do have to get the finger test.
You do have to get the finger. They have to reach up in there and touch it and see if it's swollen. If it feels large, then they have additional blood tests that they want to do.
Okay.
But that also is of a certain age. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, well, when I did the colon check, he told me I didn't have to get checked for anything until I'm 50.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
So that was good.
So go to the doctor and get hopefully you don't have the Big Show as your doctor.
Yeah. Yeah. Take off that Super Bowl ring, doc. You don't want your doctor's name to be Jamal.
I would probably
finger that long. What
I would, even though it would be even more embarrassing, I would probably look for a Tammy or maybe a Jennifer.
You lie. You're looking for them anyway. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying somebody with really small hands. Like I might start interviewing my doctor.
Small hands. Oh shoot. Take a tape measure with you.
Yeah, but you do have to have the finger test done. But it's still, man, the earlier they catch it, the better.
Yeah. Anyway, go get checked if you had, and if you're getting close to 50, anyway, for sure. I don't know if you're younger and if you're like me, I'm putting it off as long as I can until they make me. So,
well,
I'm holding out.
The problem is that if you wait too long and then there's something there, you might have gone past the point of no return. So
true that.
So
anyway,
it's just one finger, just freaking.
Well, thank God I was worried they were going to use 2. Oh my God. I don't think you're supposed to say that.
It's just it's just one finger and it's over quick. So just
that's what they all say. That's what they all say. Oh shoot, we're getting all sidetracked here. Anyway, speaking of No Shave November, raise awareness, people.
Yeah.
Besides that, it's the holidays. We want to be sure and check up on your mental health. if you're struggling or you know someone who is struggling, you need someone to talk to, you can call the national hotline 988. Get some help. Don't do life alone.
Yeah, laughter is the best medicine. And before we get out of here, I want to give you, 5 things I'm thankful for.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
All right. God, family, friends, country, and my life. There you go. 5 things I'm thankful for. I think those are 5 things all of us can be thankful for. Try to get along with your family this week. A lot of people are going to be seeing family. A lot of people are going to be, it's just family. Family sometimes, you got that one dude in the family that, maybe he married in, nobody likes, or, you got an aunt that's going through menopause and she's going crazy over it. Just try to put up with everybody is all I'm saying.
Or maybe you're that dude.
Maybe you're that dude.
And you should take it this Thanksgiving, okay?
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah, if you can't figure out who the weird person is in your family, there's a good chance it's you. Okay.
Maybe not bring up the Bigfoot and the alien stories this Thanksgiving.
Try to keep Orange Man bad out of your mouth so you don't pick anybody off at the table, and it's just try to get along with each other. It's only once a year for a lot of us, so just try to be cool about it.
All right, man. Well, I don't have much else. I got a long list of stuff to do on my to-do list before I can leave today, so I'm going to get started on that and have basketball on in the background because it starts like now. There's probably games on already. So,
well, I got to go drive to Little Rock and go to a doctor's appointment, and then my afternoon is free. Hopefully, my doctor's appointment doesn't take very long. So
you got to go to Little Rock, huh?
Yeah, I got to go all the way. And then I got to go back to Little Rock tomorrow. And then on Saturday, I got to drive to Northeast Arkansas. It's like, this is supposed to be vacation. I'm spending most of it in a car. You know what I mean?
It's not that far.
One of these days when I'm rich, I'm going to get me a helicopter and I'm just going to fly everywhere.
Shoot. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to say that. Never mind.
You going to bring up Kobe Bryant, weren't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you after. Anyway, all right. I'll catch you later, man. Happy Thanksgiving. I will catch you on Monday, man.
I'll be here.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.